Well, I wanted to be pouring a big set of steps this morning. About 4 a.m. a pretty good rain shower came through. See, the road's all wet. To do those steps the way I want to do them, I need to get a mixer right up to them, and it needs to be dry. So we formed this little set of steps up the other day, and this will be a much easier attempt. Right up 4 traction mats. Everything's wet, but we're gonna buggy these. Nothing can really go wrong here, hopefully. So, set of steps. We had to make one change here. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps going up. The homeowner had us pull that back and put the step kind of in the middle of the walk, keeping it lower out here on the hillside. 2 different ways to think of it. What I was doing, I wanted to give them more of a walkway instead of all these steps and then more steps at once. I wanted them to give them a walkway here, but whatever they want. We just back this from right here to over here, same number of steps, right up to that landing. Okay, mixer's due any minute. We'll get these poured and hopefully get on to the big set of steps today. Try and stay as close to schedule as we can. Pinch of water. That's tighter than the 4. That's pretty tight. Okay, before we get going, I got a second. Concrete was really tight. Came up, dumped the first buggy, didn't move. So just a touch of water in there. Get it to about a 4.5, 5-inch slump. I keep saying one of these days I'm going to go over what a slump is. It's in a cone. When you take the cone off, how much does the concrete slump down in 12 inches? If it slumps down 4 inches from your 12, that's a 4-inch slump. Typically like about a 5.5 to a 6-inch slump. Nice, easy to work with. The more water you put in the truck, the weaker the concrete is. So you want to keep it, that's nice for step. If we were doing a driveway, I think we'd pour a little bit looser than that. But there's a lot of us here on this small set of steps. I think we'll be just fine. And it doesn't splash. So that's kind of nice. Threw a conduit underneath here for low voltage lighting. Let me set this down and help out. Here we go. Okay, concrete was tight and getting tighter. You good, Matt? I just wanted to talk. Go ahead. So notice how we scraped the faces off. Now when we come back to finish that, there's not debris falling all in the concrete. 2 steps to go. Just finding the bottom of the riser, shaking it, making it nice and even. A lot of guys 45 them. I particularly don't like that. It's hard to see that straight line underneath there. So that's why we do this. I get a lot of comments on it. So when we get that, I like to mention it.
Tony, you want a shovel out of there?
I have one ready. Matt's light on this side. 5 foot wide, so we put a center brace. If they're 4 foot, our steps don't bow in the middle. This could bow ever so slightly, takes away from the look. Center brace, and it is a pain to work around, but it's well worth it. And like you see, our next set of steps coming up are 6 foot. So we'll definitely have to have one. All right, final step, a 4-inch to nothing. Hours and hours of talking on this bottom step. That's what we went with. Wade, good. That gives them a bottom flat landing before they enter the slanted driveway. All right, clean up, drink of water. This will not be long. Okay, something we haven't done for years. Those steps have a safety step edger. Borrowed these from a friend of mine, Gary Gotcha, Concrete. Thank you, Gary. If you've seen my shop, I used to have one of these, can't find it anywhere. I haven't used it in 30 years. It's on the shelf somewhere. Maybe the next owners will find it.
It's gotta be buried in there. You get 2 or 1?
2.
So you get out of the ones in? Oh, she's out. Never mind. Can't see that.
Do you want to finish me out up here, Matt? While you're there. And I'm catching you on video too. So you can see why it's important these steps don't have a bow in it. Okay, be nice and straight. Safety step edger. Or dirt collectors. Okay. We could probably get this one pulled to make it easier edging that. I'm going to get going there. Mixer just left. This concrete is on fire. There was no time to talk. Got our safety step edger the whole way, straight broomed everything. Blended our broom cuts on this 45 all the way up. A little bit of cleanup, 4 shovelfuls, not too bad. Okay, a little bit of touch-up broom right there. See how the broom marks go all the way to the bottom? I can see some shiny there. Jim, do you have a broom? It's right in here. In 3 weeks, they're all full of dirt anyways. Now, that is no phone call. Now it's no phone call. Okay, SRT sealer, caution tape, we are gone. Looks a little bit different. This is SRT from ChemMaster. Whenever it's dry, you won't even know it's there. Gives us good protection from salts, de-icers, even though you should not put salt or de-icers on concrete. All right, I'll see you over at the next one. Okay, back over here at our number 2 job. This is what I want the mixer to come down. Still a little bit wet, but you can see why I wanted it to dry up a little bit. Quite steep right there. So in case the mixer can't make it down or the driver doesn't feel comfortable coming down here, it's pretty greasy, we'll go to plan B. Gotta always have a plan B. So I brought a couple chutes. We'll lay on the steps, dump the concrete, and it'll ride about halfway down. Get this out of the way. The guys are adding the steps that I cut last night. I wanted to comb this area out. That's why I brought the 302. I'll just park it right here for now, out of the way. Got pretty good. So from our steps we tore apart, got the stringer, using that for our center brace up on edge. That way we're not working around 4 inches of concrete. Now it's just 3 inches, inch and a half. So Steve, I thought if we put that on top of there, pressing that, these can't push. Some under bracing off of the base. Now it can't twist, it can't push the whole way down. We're going to take a 16-footer from the building to our center. A lot has to happen for these things to bow. A lot has to go wrong. Notice our angle bracing into the wall, into the boulders, to a pin. Okay, I think we're looking good there. 5 rebar coming down the entire length, as well as into the top, into the sidewalk. That way it's sort of, it would have to pull that sidewalk down the hill, push that slab, push that building. Come on, these things are not going to move. Right where Tommy is, I dug a 1-foot hole, sort of an anchor down there, because I didn't want them pushing and then shooting up across that pad. There we go. There we go. Putting some filler in there. Now that board could just flex sideways. I think we got to turn that into a T. So we'll throw another 16 on top of that as a T brace and stiffen that up side to side. Matt, I'll send you down another 16 if we could turn it into an L or a T. Is this going to be easy or difficult? Well, probably not easy, but how difficult? Here he comes. I'll go over it with the driver and get his thoughts. Okay, quick 30-second conversation. The driver loves a challenge. So down here around this bend, without hitting the corner, without hitting the drain, without rolling over the hill, without it raining. First exposed aggregate job I ever did, right next door. 40 years ago. 39. These trucks are all-wheel drive. Waiting for concrete to come spilling out the front. Slow, slow, slow. Making his turn. Barely sinking at all. One backup. All right, right through here. Looking good. We get them to like right in this area here. Let's see what that looks like. Good deal. Yeah, that's perfect right there. I don't even think we need to move them. We'll use that, finish them out.
Or do you want to
Or let's get a pile there and then use it if we need to. Yeah?
You want to cut some plastic and kind of drape it over so we don't splash everywhere?
I don't think we're gonna, Steve. We're gonna lay it right in there. It'll get down more, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Good. 5.5.
This is going too good not to get on footage. I can go another step to you, Tom.
That's how we want the face of this step to look before we broom it. Notice our edge up the side and across the front. Give you a close-up of the number 2 one. And this stuff will brush away. Light pressure at first. You don't want to move anything. Got a little hole, you can just scrape up a little bit of cream. Don't have a lot of time. 25 steps to go. And clean this up. Good. Way and up. Okay, I'll see you in the bottom. Okay, so on these 6-foot treads, it's hard to reach. I like to do it in one sweep. That way you don't get any start and stop marks. Tom's just taking care of the corners. Stairway to heaven. Okay, we got our oozage. There it is, haven't said that for a while. Oozage on the sides. That way when water comes down here, the owner was worried it would erode underneath the steps. Now no way, it'll follow that right down to a drain. I think I'm standing on the drain. Both sides, on to cleanup and next set of steps.